Good evening, baseball fans. Welcome to Merchant Field, and here's the first pitch to Jack Lenz, and there's in there for a strike. Wind is whipping pretty good. The cloud cover is moving in here. Some thunder. Hopefully that we can hold off the rain. There's a hit from Jack. Drops it into center, and we're going to be switching to my MiFi. Switch to the MiFi as I was dropping frames left and right. Hopefully we're not dropping them now. Up to bat for Waupun is Jared Buckles. Jack Lenz just took the second pitch and drove it out into center field for a runner on first. Next pitch in, and there's Jared's 3-0 is the count. There's one in there for a strike. 3-1 is the count now. Jared Buckles. Again, if it were me, I'd be listening to the sound on AM1170.com for Steve Winterhack. And there's a walk, and the first two runners are on base for Waupun. Looking to draw first blood right off the bat as the visiting team. Jack Lenz scores on the RBI fielder's choice from Caleb Sauer after Keegan Hartrick had advanced both runners to second and third. 2 outs now. Waupun scores first in the top of the first inning. It's 1-0. Foul there from Bryce Bermania. Sorry about that with the Wi-Fi issue again. I thought I had switched it over to my MiFi. I hadn't. So please refresh and get yourself looked back up here. Just to get you up to date here. Bryce Bermania hit a fielder's choice to the shortstop. Good speed going down the line. The shortstop spiked it in front of the first baseman up over the top of his glove. Jared Buckle scored from second, and Bryce Bermania moved into second, and that's where we're at right now. Cade Bronkhorst out trying to help himself. Gets a little bit underneath that with that swing, and the first baseman catches it for the third out, but not before Waupun draws first blood and scores 2 runs on 1 hit. No errors. I take that back. 1 error is given. Must have been the throwing error, I'm guessing. The scorekeepers here have been really tight on errors called, so Waupun, after 1/2 inning, leads 2-0. We'll be back. First batter up for Osseo is B, who's the shortstop. 1-2 is the count. Bronk with a fire. That's drilled over to Jack Lenz at second. Lacken stays down, fires over to first for Sauer for the first out, and Osseo is down with 1 out. Nice job by the Waupun defense. Caden Bronkhorst on the mound in Game 3. That's a surprise, I think, if you've been following Waupun Post 210 baseball. Nice pitch from Bronk, just missed there for a ball. Caden Bronkhorst 24 innings pitched on the season, 4-0. Only given up 15 hits in those 24 innings pitched. 7 walks, 32 strikeouts, 1.458 ERA. That one's fouled off. 1-2 is the count now. To Johnson, who's the third baseman. I'd be listening to the game on AM1170.com. Unless you really are into torturing yourself to listen to the sound that I'm giving you. Right there's Bronk right down the middle for the strikeout. 2 down now for Osseo. Bronk, of course, ready to deal. A little bit low on that pitch. 1-0 is the count. There's a nice off-speed pitch for a strike in there for Bronk. 1-1. This is not normal. Bronk is really ready to work fast. That one's drilled. Foul. Over on the first base side. 1-2 is the count now, with 2 outs. Ramzier is the batter for Osseo. Bronk, of course, deals hard. That one's just a little low. Expecting to hear that familiar deuces call. There goes the deuces call from Brendan Billy. Ooh, off-speed pitch just hung a little bit. Full count now. Now Bronk slows a little bit. Strikes him out at the plate. Apologize for that. This MiFi that I have keeps kicking out like every half a G. Got to pay attention to get it booted back up. I did get it booted back up. Unfortunately, you missed a great play by the Osseo third baseman here. Baron Buckles drove it hard to the third baseman. Dove. Nate Brown hammers one to the shortstop now for the second out. I'm going to apologize for the computer issues. It's got to be more than frustrating to have kick you off. Wish I had a direct way to communicate with you to let you know. No one likes to count now to Braden Sanders. 2 outs. Sanders way out and ahead of that changeup. 0-2 with 2 down. Bottom of the order for Waupun post 210. Sanders tapped that thing to the pitcher. Pitcher throws it over the first baseman. And another close play. And Sanders is called out. Coach Spanbauer is questioning. We certainly thought that Baron Buckles was safe. We thought Braden Sanders was safe. So the umpire is trying to get a hold of Braden Sanders, and Bob does a nice job of calming things down over there for Waupun post 210. After 1.5, Waupun leads 2-0. We'll be back for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters for Osseo. Well, I'm just as frustrated as you folks are. I apologize for that. Cannot figure out what is happening all over the place here. This computer. I had no issues hardly at all with the first 2 games. So here's the summary of what just happened. Ball was hit hard over to Jack Lenz on that first one. Bobbled it, picked it up hard, and fired over to Sauer to get the first out. Bronkhorst is up now 0-2 on the second hitter. It's Fisher for Osseo, number 27, left-hander. That one's a little high from Bronk. Changing eye elevation here. We'll see what happens now when he comes back with this breaking ball, I'm thinking. 1-2 with 1 out. Right above the Osseo dugout here with the broadcast. And Steve Winterhack's just down the way. Bronk trying to get the sign here. The batter steps out. Here comes the pitch. Swung on for the strikeout. And that's 2 down for Bronkhorst. And the Waupun Post 210 Wild Turkeys. Brings up the number 6 hitter, Myers. Number 7. Playing second base. First pitch in there from Bronkhorst is a strike. 0-1 is the count now with 2 down. Fires that one. Must have just missed that outside. I can't get a good camera view here from 1-1 is the count. There's a strike from Bronkhorst. Myers swings through it. 1-2 is the count now with 2 down. Waupun's defense playing solid again. Nice breaking ball in there. Myers is able to hold up on that. Deuces now as that call as Brendan Billy gives the call from the dugout. Here's Bronk to deal. Myers behind that one and strikes out for the 3rd out. 6 up for Osseo and 6 down for Osseo. After 2 innings, Waupun Post 210 leads 2-0. We'll be back. Top of the order for Waupun is Jack Lenz. Lenz with the only hit of the game so far. There's another one hit on the ground between the shortstop and second, and he's on base with a second base hit. Once again, Waupun has their leadoff hitter on. That's Jack Lenz. Lenz scored in the first inning. Let's see what Waupun can do now with Lenz out there. Brings up Jarrett Buckles. See, before the flag was whipping pretty decent when we're looking at the scoreboard. There's Jarrett. Jarrett's batting .478. 41 singles with only 3 doubles, no triples, no home runs. So he's not a power hitter. But we'll take that single to advance. Anything over to right side will get Jack over to third. There's a nice bunt laid down for Buckles. He had booted by the third baseman, no coverage. Jack is held up by Coach Stanky. Buckles with the infield hit. At least I'm hoping that's what they'll call it. And they call it an error. That was too good of a bunt to really be considered an error. Brings up now the catcher, Keegan Hartrink. Hartrink looks to bunt. Throw down to second. Lenz is back in. Jared Buckles is over at first. In here, Steve. Hopefully coming across on my microphone. Hartrink bunts that one into the ground. Foul ball. Good thing it popped right up into the catcher's glove, and that would have been out at third. Hartrink now 1-1 is the count. Lays that bunt down to the third baseline. Just beautiful. Hartrink is going to be able to make it to the first base. Puts bases loaded with Caleb Sauer up to bat. Lenz is here on third. Jared Buckles is on second. Keegan Hartrink with an infield hit as well. Sauer batting for 19. 27 singles, 3 doubles, and 1 triple. That was right down the middle for Sauer. Let's that one go by. That one is hit on the ground. Foul. Runners are out there for Sauer. Needs to take advantage of this. Put a couple more runs up on the board. 0-2 count. Sauer battles. He kind of pops that one out there. Goes out to left. Lenz is going to tag. He's going to make it all the way into the plate. And he's in there. A sacrifice for Caleb Sauer. Second RBI. And Waupun leads 3-0. Once again, Jack Lenz getting on base. That leadoff runner scores. All runners advance. Jared Buckles is at third. Keegan Hartrink is at second. Up now is Bryce Bermania. Bryce Bermania batting .432 on the season. All over the board with 20 singles, 9 doubles, 3 triples, 8 walks, and only 3 strikeouts for Bryce Bermania. For just sticking that bat out there and popping it out there, sure carried hard out to left field. Here's Bryce Bermania now at the plate. That one is drilled hard. Buckles back, and he's going to tag this from center. He should be all the way back in. Hartrink holds at second as the first baseman cuts off, and Waupun scores another run, 4-0. Here in the top of the third inning. Brings it to bat now the pitcher, Caden Bronkhorst. Trying to help himself out as he's got a runner out there in Hartrink. Let's go with the pitcher combination. Pitcher catcher. Again, if you're looking for high quality sound, hopefully it's matching up, but I would be listening to AM1170.com. Nice block there from the catcher from Osseo. The catcher is Dahl from Osseo. That one's drilled, booted, hard. Keegan Hartrink is held. Brian Bronkhorst. Now they better not give this an error because that was hit so hard. The third baseman tried to react, and there is no way that that goes down as an error. And it's not. They give him a hit, but so should that other one that was out there on the bunt. Let's hope that Johnson's not hurt too bad. Looked like he stuck that bare hand out there to try and knock it down. Probably stinging a little bit. Maybe hopped up and caught him up on the forearm. With 2 outs now, Waupun post 210 has runners on first and third. Bronkhorst is at first, Hartrink is at third. Brings up the bat Baron Buckles. Buckles hit one on the ground to the shortstop, which looked like he had beat out, but it was calling out. Aaron batting .338, 16 singles. That one's low. 11 base on balls, 12 strikeouts for Buckles. That one's called a strike. 1-1's a count now to Buckles. That one's blocked nice again by Dahl, the catcher. Bronkhorst is able to sneak up there though. 2-1 is a count now to Buckles. Force out is taken away from second, which now gives Buckles a good chance with his speed to beat it all the way out. Get down to that first base. Hopefully Hartrink can score. Put another run up on the plate. That one is hammered hard from Buckles on right and right center. Just as I was talking about it, that he doesn't have any. He's coming all the way over here for a triple. He's coming all the way in, and he's held. Got his foot back just in time. Umpire was right there. Good call from the umpire. Coach is coming out to argue it. Good call by the umpires. Buckles did take a half a step off, but he was able to get his foot back on the bag before the tag came back on him. Umpire was right on top of it. Buckles with a triple. Clears the bases, scores 2 runs. Bronkhorst and Hartrink in. Brings up now Nate Brown. That was a good throw down there by the catcher. If that's down a little bit low, he's got Buckles dead to rights. Strike 1 to Brown. Nice hard throw from the catcher. Dahl for Osseo. Post 324 here. Hosting this tournament at Merchant Park. There's a nice off-speed pitch in there to Brown for a strike. 0-2 now with 2 outs. Buckles in at third. Good lead for Barron. Here's the pitch. Brown able to hammer that third baseman. Goes over there, fields it, and throws Brown out at first. Not before Waupun is able to put 4 runs up on the scoreboard. And brings the score now after 2.5, 6-0. We'll be back on Jeff's live stream on YouTube Live. We're back here in Osseo, Wisconsin for the Class A state tournament for the American Legion 19U. Bronco's dealing to his number 789 hitter. That's Sweat. Up right now, strike one to Sweat. Bronc dealing quickly. Haven't seen him pick that up this quick. 0-2 is a count now to Sweat. Bronc gets himself set. Ooh. Not sure where that one missed. Nice pitch in there for Bronc though. 1-2. Fires. Strikeout for Sweat. I think Bronc, that's his third strikeout. Let's take a look at Game Changer. He'll help me here. That's his fourth strikeout. Bronc with 29 pitches. 30 pitches. 20 of them for strike. That one is hit on the ground. Sanders is going to charge hard. Finds a hand. And he's able to get the fire over there to at first base to get Caleb Sauer for that out. What a great play from Sanders. Charged hard, scooped it with a glove, bobbled in the hand, and still had time to fire it over to Sauer for the out. Brings up now the number 9 hitter for Osseo, Betcher. First pitch in there for a ball. 2 outs. Bronco's with 5 strikeouts. There's another strike. 33 pitches, 22 strikes. Following right along with his... That one's fouled out of play. Brings the count to 1-2 now with 2 outs. With 32 strikeouts going into this game. Add 5 to that, that's 37 strikeouts. That one's a little low. Nice block there from Keegan Hartring. AM1170.com for the professional announces. Here's Brennan Billy with a deuces call into Bronc. That one is hammered. Oh, just over the stretch. Bryce Bermenia. Couldn't swing the camera fast enough for you folks. I'm going to try and work on that a little bit more. Just missed his glove probably about 3 inches. And Osseo has its first hit. Coming from the bottom of the lineup, Betcher. Up now, top of the order is B, who's playing shortstop. 0 for 1. Bronco's reaches back and fires. 1. 2 outs now with a runner over at first.